On this episode of Eats and Beats, we take it downtown to this spot, Bar Red at 437 West Colfax. Y'all have been here for about 14, 15 years.
We're in our 14th.
In their 14th. You're the owner, Zach Young,
Yes.
and this is head chef Luke C. McCoy. Thank y'all for joining us and having us here at your bar.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
So tell me the story of this place. I know it's got a rich history, and then you've been in here now for a little bit here.
So the building itself is 130 plus years old. So it was from 1891. It was a couple different things, mostly kind of warehouse space, small warehouse stuff. There was a loft at one point, like in the 70s, but it was dormant for a long time. But in the late 1800s, there was a brothel upstairs, and then at some point they have some prohibition tunnels in the basement.
Whoa!
So whatever was going on back then, you know, that's about the extent that I know. But the guys that bought this building had approached me. They had owned it for a long time, and it was dormant. But I was kind of looking to open something, and they had approached me and said, "You want to come see this spot?" And at the time, there was like holes in the floor and like there was nothing in here. It was absolutely abandoned. But we came in and it was just so cool. It had the arches and all the brick and all the stone. And then they show you the little tunnel things downstairs. And I was like, oh my God, this would be so cool. And, you know, it took a second, but we did end up doing it. So we actually did the build out and we opened in 2013. So, but it took about a year. So that's where I've been here close to 15 years, but we've been open. We're in our 14th. So.
Yeah, it took some time to get everything
Took some time,
ready.
for sure. Yeah.
And you've been part of this Denver scene your whole life, and you grew up in the restaurant world?
More or less, yeah. So I was born in Denver. My mom's side of the family was all from North Denver, and went to North High School, but my dad was in restaurants, bars, clubs, different things my whole life. And I actually I was part of a business that he had. He had a steakhouse that we did for a long time. And then on my mom's side, my grandpa had a bar down in Larimer before Larimer was nice, back when it was kind of the skids. And he had a place there for a long time. And then urban renewal came through and actually stopped that, you know. And then I have cousins that were in bars and restaurants, uncles, you know, the whole nine. So it was. But I mean, even though that's what I got into, I could feel that when I was young. My little brother's like a statistician, so I don't know. He could have went either way. Yeah, he was a little better at school, and I was like, I'll just work 70 hours a week. You know? It's all good, you know. So.
No, why does Bar Red stand out? Because you've been around, seen a lot. In terms of restaurants, is it this amazing space? Is it the amazing location?
I think the location was bad, so we had to work pretty hard to stay open and stand out and really find our own, you know, personality and let that shine through, you know. And eventually the location got good too. But when we first opened, like we were talking earlier, we had the jail across the street and, you know, the strip club and across the alley, and there was really nothing else around us. And then eventually hotels started opening and kind of bridging that gap between us and the convention center and us and the Denver Performing Arts Center. And at that point, we kind of really got our footing. But I think the fact that we have that it's locally owned and it's an old historic building, brick and mortar, and we do exactly what we're good at rather than trying to fit trends and that kind of stuff, you know. And that was not without some trial and error, but the majority of this time we've kind of known what we're good at, what we're doing, and why people come here and why they come back. You know?
You got all those judges and lawyers and
we get
city
them.
Staff. And
but we don't talk about them. They come here to hide. You know? Not that they're doing nothing wrong, but they're here specifically to chill and not be a judge or a lawyer. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, you know,
no one knows us.
Yeah, they want to go meet the rest of them. They go to Capitol Grill. You know, if you want to go hide out, you come hide out here. You know?
Yeah.
You have such a homey vibe, and I feel like it's a lot to do with the food that you offer, which is Italian fare. And Chef Luke, you have really crafted this flavor palette. Can you talk about what some of these standouts are and what you imagine with this menu?
Well, I imagine it's sort of an Italian-American menu. Just keep, you know, up with Zach here and, you know, his North Denver upbringing. There's a lot of Italian Americans over there. And so we just kind of collaborate a little on the menu. A lot of handmade things here. Got some nice handmade fried raviolis. Then handmade gnocchi here. Yeah, you kind of grow potatoes, a nice pesto cream sauce, one of our specialties. And you have a nice shrimp Diablo here. There's a little pappardelle pesto, and it's like a half and half. It's like marinara and Alfredo, but we put our house hot sauce in there. We make our own hot sauce here with jalapenos. And then you have a typical Neapolitan-style pizza here, you know, with salami on there, and it's a little spicy, but it's nice and thin and beautiful. I'm from Chicago originally, but I've lived here since 2004, so I feel like I'm part of Denver scene forever. And when I was growing up, that's how we'd eat pizzas, you know, not deep dish. I don't know what that deep dish stuff is.
I was gonna say I heard of deep dish, but not this style.
Sure, I like multiple pieces. We'd go eat deep dish, but then you eat like one piece.
Deep dish don't belong in a bar.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's nice. It's thin. We hand toss the pies and everything, you know.
Well, you've been in Denver, so you got that jalapeno touch.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. It's hot everything. You know, you got there's a pepper flakes on there. There's
Oh my
a jalapeno on there.
And we don't think it's hot, but we serve, you know, they'll ask us how hot it is. And I'm like, I don't know, 4 out of 10. And then people eat it and they're like, Jesus. It's hot. You know, and so
Whoa.
I've been trying to scale that up a little. I'm like, it's like more like a 6 out of 10. I don't know.
Don't ask sometimes, because
But,
that's the
you know.
beauty of it. It's not laying around. There's no sauce laying around at all. Like I make everything per order, except the marinara. I put in a
Well,
big
you gotta
pot.
make that.
You know,
yeah.
you need time.
Yeah.
But
Plus
so
we
yeah,
fly
I
through
mean,
it.
I could scale it up, scale it back. So we do. Some people are, I wouldn't say they're wimps. It's just they don't like it
If they
very
mention
hot.
it, then we'll.
You know, but
I'll
like the
make a
name
note to scale.
implies like what it is. You know, like it's hot.
Well, let's try. This is one of your staples on your appetizer menu, right? The
Ravioli probably pays the light bills.
That's the
absolutely.
dish.
The ravioli
that
is
one and,
really
and,
great.
the artichoke dip probably.
Handmade.
Wow, look at
Get
these.
on
And so
this.
these are handmade. So you make the noodle and then
Yeah, and
fill
then
it with.
I put the filling in there, and then I bread them up, buttermilk, and then I bread them with the panko.
Goat cheese ravioli, and there's no
Yeah,
meat.
there's a
you
hard
go.
dip
Marinara either,
combined
so.
in there as well.
Is this something that developed over time, or is this one of your?
No, he said, I want to do this, and we did it.
And we did it.
that-
That was legit
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah, I
We've
think
had this
it's
on menu
only,
for 5 years, and
We used
it's
to
not
put them in
coming
the
off.
sauce, and then we started putting the sauce on
Ever.
the side. That was
I
the only
like that. So
thing
you
that we
can
ever
keep
changed.
the crunch.
Never coming off.
You know, yeah,
Yeah, the crunch is real, so that's
it's legit. You know.
that's goat cheese. You said, all right.
Yes, sir.
So this is a favorite. And then in terms of the main dishes, I feel like that La Diablo
The
is
Diablo
probably
is
very
one of the most
popular.
popular.
It is very
Yeah.
popular.
I mean, you're never gonna sell anything more than you'll sell a chicken parm or something. That
Sure,
sells
that's the
constantly.
classic.
But if people ask us to choose or what one of
Sure,
our favorites,
that's what we say.
it's definitely the
I always say
Diablo.
it's my favorite
Yeah.
because it is.
You know he's making everything because sometimes you can hear him. It sounds like a workshop back
It's like
there.
chop, chop, chop.
There's like
That's what I
saws
do in
and
the nose.
banging and, you know, because it's not an expedition kitchen, but there's no door.
Do you have a big crew working with you in the back, or is it just?
No, 2 other people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like on Friday
On
and
the
Saturday,
busy days.
we do. Like during a wine dinner, sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's where we're kind of different in a way because once a month we do these wine dinners.
Yeah, let's
And
talk
so-
about those.
So this is
Correct.
a 6-course tasting menu, and I go all over the globe, United States, here in America, like here in Colorado, whatever's in and out. Sometimes it's seasonal, whatever it calls for. That's kind of what I go with, you know. No limitations. If it needs to come from like Egypt, that's where it needs to come from.
Oh no, really, he's not kidding. Like I mean, it's a lot of fusion, but he really
Yeah.
goes.
It's true.
Yeah, it's really
true.
cool. Maybe once a year we'll do a lamb dinner because lamb's kind of in season, or
Sure.
we'll do more of a
Absolutely.
fall themed.
Yeah. Lamb's a big
you
deal,
know.
especially the Colorado kind, because I don't care what New Zealand says at all. They have no good lamb. You know, we got all the lamb.
We got it. We
Yeah,
got
We
it.
got
got
the lamb.
you.
We got the
It's
best
true,
lamb
we
in the
do.
whole world,
us.
and it's
It's a
right
fact.
here in Colorado.
So what is
right
the
here.
vibe like in here? The energy is such a nice and intimate space.
It's like it's a deal. I gotta say because we charge $90 per person. That's 6 courses with the wine,
Right, and
it's tasting courses, but it's casual. So some people come really dressed up. Some people come more, you know.
but it
I mean, you
never-
can't walk in flip flops. But
Oh, yeah.
we lock it up. All the blinders are down, you know. So it looks like we're closed. We only seat like 25 people.
yeah, that's it. The maximum's like I think we did 30 once.
Yeah, the vibe, it's got this kind of upscale, casual. There was a wine club that booked a 10 top in here for the dinner once, and they had a really good time. And they were kind of trying to describe what it is. And I told them, well, it's kind of like a punk rock wine dinner, you know, like, you know, and they understood what I was saying because it was like.
Tomas, the wine sommelier, he talks about the wine, and then I talk about the food. He's more like a textbook, and I'm more like, I like to joke around a little bit.
Yeah, Luke has
You know, so it's all right. I mean, you know, I don't know what he knows about wine.
Even the way he titles the courses are always kind of like funny.
Oh,
you know?
I love that.
Or like sometimes they'll
they're
have,
always like song titles or like someone's funny haiku title or
that's pretty
always,
cool.
It's a story.
That's what I
fun.
like. That's what makes it great. Because I don't know, I see a lot of chefs talking, they're just a little too serious about the food. Calm down, Gordon Ramsay.
It's
For
fun.
being so mad.
So where are you taking us with this dinner, chef?
This dinner, we are going to do it in a typical French style, which is really amazing. Of course, everything's like cooked with the French technique. I don't care what anyone says about it. But yeah, we're gonna be going, you know, sort of fusionistic and French American. So I got like a beet tartare as the first course.
Beet though, not beef.
Yeah, like beet with truffle and like bib lettuce, and then I'm gonna follow that up with like a sauerkraut brandade, and then I'm gonna have a nice chamomile creme fraiche and caviar on that. This very sauce right here, mussels Diablo, and so that's gonna be very tasty with corn inside.
That'd be good.
I'm gonna do a chicken tetrazzini. I'm gonna have like a sherry cream sauce and pimentos, breadcrumb, and like a mousseline inside. Like you pound out the chicken, put like a mousseline in it, a carrot cake for dessert, you know.
Ooh.
So,
like
so wait a
tahini.
minute. How do I get in on that?
You just sign.
Hey, you just sign up, man.
We
Call
take
this man right here.
RSVPs till it's sold out. You have to be signed up because we only seat 25. And,
That's
and
right.
the way he described that is almost exactly how he describes it
Kinda, yeah.
during the
I
dinner.
mean, sometimes
like he comes
I
out
say
and
the
just kinda
title.
off the cuff, like, "Hey, we're doing
Sometimes
this
I
and this
don't.
and this."
Here's why a music station loves this whole thing, because you're an artist.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and you got all these colors, and
Sure, yes.
you're working the thing, and in a place. I mean, to set the vibe, that's what you're trying to do, and people come in and relax.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it feels like, I know it's upscale, but it feels relaxed.
Well, it's very inviting.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
not pretentious.
Yeah.
I think
Kinda.
is important to us.
Sure.
You know, and Tomas, he mentioned it briefly. He's like a third level somm, so he writes the
really
menu.
knows.
Tomas goes through the menu and pairs all the wines.
Yeah.
And you know, my
Yeah,
job
we'll
is
go
really
through
just to sell it. These guys know way more than me.
He's amazing with
I
this
know
book
enough
of knowledge.
to be here, but you know, not enough to do it.
We all
It's
play
just like,
different roles in it, you know. Like, my job's to
Well,
create stuff.
Select
So-
nights we have music. The same night we'll have somebody playing.
I see a
Yeah.
little stage
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Sure.
So last month we had a friend of ours, Mike Maurer, more blues than anything else, but he'll do kind of an acoustic set. Then at the end he'll play a little bit and do some kind of blues rock.
You were talking about when you got this spot, you were trying to define what you wanted. And I know music is a really central part of
Yeah.
your story. And so
Yeah.
you brought that into the Bar Red story.
From the get, I knew I was gonna have music, but we didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, I didn't know if we were gonna be busy late, you know, so we were trying different things. I was promoting at an outside venue from here, and I was promoting more like hardcore hip hop stuff. It kind of dawned on me that the people I had going to these events, I needed them to come here because we needed some business. So we kind of made it not as hardcore, but definitely still like fundamentally hip hop nights, which kind of would bleed into neo soul and would also kind of work with jazz or with blues. We've really developed a good following, and you know, everybody that attends these and plays these and everything, they all help us promote, and we've gotten to the point where we actually bring big artists in, you know, big to us, you know, hip hop artists and stuff, and they'll play, and it's really fun. And it's cool too, because these artists will come in and like have a whole dinner, you know, and they're all, they don't get treated like this anywhere else. Like, you know, and then the green room, we'll let them hang out in the basement. They think they're super, you know, getting taken care of really well until the place gets packed and I go undo the rope, and I'm like, well, I hope you enjoyed it down here by yourself, bro, but I need the space. So,
In the restaurant business, it amazes me because we've been through historic times. And so anybody that survived 2020, 2021 is like, hats
me
off
about
to you, because there's so many that didn't.
yeah, that was
And
a long one.
like a long time, you just had to endure it.
We have a small enough staff. Basically, Luke and I worked it. We did a lot of takeout. We kind of accepted that we cut our hours. We had to cut our pay. The landlord cut the rent down a little. We all just accepted what it was going to be, and we monitored it. And when things got back to normal, everything got back to normal, and then got better.
Yeah,
and that's
it's kind of
And one thing that I was really adamant to everybody that was involved with, was like, let's not worry about what's going on with everybody else. Let's not worry about the fact that they're letting 6th Avenue close and eat outside. Let's not worry about the fact that every other alley downtown gets a dining room but us. Let's not worry that the city ain't giving us any money. Let's just worry about us and not care and be positive. And I got really good with the social media during that, and everybody was glued to their phones. And we kind of found out how many people we really had that were supporting us, because we were supported mostly by regulars. And the people that wasn't affecting them,
sure.
They would come in and get, and they have families. Man. Yeah, they would buy.
All of it. They'd buy a lot of money's worth of takeout.
Yeah, they would come in.
One night it was like $1,000 worth of takeout, and that's a lot of food. It was so much
$1,000
food.
for us on
it
one
was
night.
A lot of food.
Really busy.
It was
night.
a lot.
Now.
It was
so to do $1,000 in takeout.
But really cool
like,
that they looked out for us like that.
We kind of were like, oh, I think we're gonna make this, But it felt like I was like 17 years old. Like we had the PA playing all this like heavy metal. We're selling pizzas out the side door. And, wearing T-shirts. We're just like, well, I guess not much has changed. No, I'm just kidding.
No, kind of.
But no, it was a long haul. But I'm very thankful to everybody that helped us get through it. It wasn't just because we're super smart. It was because a lot of people, helped us.
Well, you're creating the community every day here, every night at Bar Red.
That.
Yeah, and the food is very homey. I loved what I had so far. I can't wait to dig into
eat it, because
this.
I can't resell this.
No, I will definitely dig
We're
in.
gonna switch these, so
try that one.
let me dig into that.
But the best way that folks can stay connected with Bar Red is how?
Instagram, so Bar Red Denver, on IG. Is the most up to date and daily posts, and it'll have the wine dinner posted at the top, along with any upcoming shows and specials and that kind of stuff.
Exciting.
Yeah, so we don't. That really is the one, and then Facebook is connected to that.
Yeah.
And we also have mailing lists, like email lists and text message lists. If people want to get on that, and they can get invites to the wine dinners before we post it.
Let's see if I'm a wimp, if I can handle the
I think
heat.
you'll be all right.
My goodness. Well, thank you so much for having us and giving us such a nice spread of what you offer
awesome.
here, your classic menu.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
Very
we're
cool.
excited for your night, which is coming up, your wine night.
Generally the last Saturday of the month. We try to work with a lot of charity organizations also. So we work with Mutual Aid Mondays, and we work with the Denver Indian Center, and we work with Family Tree, different stuff. But we do a lot of food drives and clothing drives, and we do a massive toy drive in December. And we generally connect those to one of the hip hop shows. So maybe that'll be the admission, is you have to bring the donations or whatever, but we're pretty successful with that. And we've been able to donate a lot of stuff and
give back.
Yeah, which is nice, so.
That's great.
Good. Yeah, it feels good.
Well, this is the thing that Abby is always looking for, is where do you go to a spot and they're doing all the right things, the atmosphere, the food with like jazz, man. There's jazz in the food,
Absolutely.
But you're building community in all this.
Yes.
And if talk about checking the boxes, you found a spot, right?
I was super happy to come in. Thank you so much for the beautiful spread and for the great hospitality having us in. It's been wonderful.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.